if you drink too much Beverly, this is what it does to you.
Yes! That's a good one!
So we're on the run today. We're really on our way, yeah. Feeling like we'll soon explode.
So they're like...
Soon we're on our way, yeah. And our friends sure will tag along, 'cause today's the day they all will join. It's great. We're really on our way, yeah.
Was built in 1836. It was built by Isaac Shelby.
Oh, that's right, okay.
Yeah, Isaac Shelby was the first and fifth governor of Kentucky. Huh. And this was a part of a 25,000 acre land grant that was given to Isaac Shelby by President George Washington right after the Revolutionary War. And he gave it to Isaac Shelby because he was coming here to survey the area to figure out what the state boundary lines for Kentucky were going to be, because at that point in time we were a part of Virginia.
That's okay.
So he came here, and you see these barns just off in the distance. Mm-hmm. His original home place is over there. It was built in like 1780.
Okay.
And he sectioned off sections of that 25,000 acre for his kids, and he had 11 of them. So Isaac Shelby Jr., his youngest son, got this 1,000 acres here. They built a log cabin on the property and lived here for almost 20 years before they started the house.
Wow.
Lived in the house 6 years and then moved to Lexington. Yeah, so this was, it is now 675 acres, and we have the farm here. Then Shelby's original home place is just over there with 675 acres.
So the structure's still there.
Yep. This was in the Shelby family until 1970.
Wow.
And then in 1970, the last of the children passed away. And it was left in Isaac Shelby Jr.'s will that any of his daughters that didn't get married could live in the house until they died. And so the last daughter was like 102.
Oh, wow.
And the poor house was about to fall down. She lived in just a little section of it. The rest of the house was boarded up. It was just in really, really bad shape. And it sold at auction in 1970. They took all of the furniture, which just breaks my heart. They took all of the furniture out of the house and sold it on the front steps. And they sold the farm, the 675 acres with the house for $175,000.
Oh my gosh.
So then in about 1980, a family from Italy, the De Rossi family with the Martini and Rossi, they have a huge winery in Napa, decided they wanted to get into the horse business. So they bought the farm, did a $3.5 million renovation to the house, so it is restored from top to bottom, put it on the National Registry, so now it's protected. Weddings or something, there was a little cottage down there. She got in there and say she didn't even stay in the house.
Wow.
So this is the library.
Okay. All these large windows.
And this is our main hall. This is a lot of times where our brides will line up here, and then we'll open these doors up and they'll walk down the front steps and out into the lawn. And do
that's
their
where they get
ceremony
married out there? Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Are these original?
So these were here. So these are gorgeous. So look at these
gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, how do you even begin to clean this without...
It's dusty.
You'd be scared to break it. It's not worth cleaning.
So this is hand-blown Murano glass. So the Italian family that restored the house had these designed and made for the house. And there were 3 of the giant ones, 2 here, and then there was one in the hallway. And they flew the glass blower over with all the pieces and parts, and he put them together here at the house. So I have the blueprints for them. There is a bathroom on this floor, so if you're hanging out down here, just use this restroom, and then we have a breakfast room.
Oh my gosh.
I think at one point in time this was the summer kitchen.
I agree
And
with you.
they added this center on to connect it to the house. Through that door is the laundry room, and behind this is another huge fireplace like that in the laundry room.
So this is the room we had originally booked that we would have been in, but the air conditioning went out. So he moved us into another room, which ended up being in our favor, although this is amazing.
This is
I would add,
happy.
yeah, oh my gosh, the views.
This is what happens when you get here first.
Yes, we are here first. There will be 2 other couples.
No, I mean the guy that built the house.
Oh, yes. Okay, I get what he's saying. So, I want to peek right in here real quick. I thought he meant like there is 2 other couples staying in a different room, which I'm going to show you before they get here because he said they should be here like within an hour. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go see the room that they're gonna be in. I don't think we can get into that. I think this person may already be here, so we're not gonna open this door because it's shut. But just a little smaller room. Wow, this is beautiful. They basically brought in all the pieces. He's been hunting auctions. Look at that over there. And this bathroom, we have a shower. I don't want to walk on their mats and put my footprints, so. All right, shall we go upstairs real quick?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we're gonna go upstairs. Let's see. Oh my goodness. This is precious. This is absolutely precious.
Oh my gosh, this is.
So this is definitely like room 5. You know, if you have a whole group of people, look at all yes. This reminds me of like a little orphanage. Yeah, oh, this is amazing. And the bathroom here Even the bathrooms have amazing views. Absolutely amazing. We found out later that this large, huge room is rented out, well, has been rented out in the past for bridesmaids, like a giant sleepover for bridesmaids the night before the wedding. Isn't that awesome? The bathroom is bigger than our bedroom at home. Pictures, the footage is not going to do this place justice to show you the size of the room, the magnitude of the rooms. Just is not going to show you. It's so much better in person. Have some airborne product. Ooh, a detox bath soak. We have a shower gel, hand lotion, shampoo and conditioner. And this passion fruit hand soap smells very good.
And if that's not fast enough,
I don't want to sit down. I want to lay down so I can send all my, all the kids and my mom and my sister and everybody pictures of this place before we go take our walk. But I don't want to mess up the bed. But I'm going to have to take a picture. I must add in that this rug is so incredibly soft on the feet. I'm going to kind of feel like a little spy.
you never do.
But I wonder, you know what I want to do? I want to just keep moving in away from the window really quickly, make them think they're seeing ghosts, like stare up. So he's given a little like tour
So we got the
to
pre-tour.
people, yeah, that the group that's coming in for the bonfire and something else going on and like the pavilion barn thing. And I seriously want to like move curtains. Ooh, like maybe I'll go to this door and slowly open it. Are there extra sheets? We could be ghosts. Is that bad? You know what? If we did that, this place would book out years in advance. We could help him. We would help you, Jerry. Do you have extra sheets, Jerry? We'll put them on right now. We'll stand here in the window. This is the second floor sitting room that does have a TV. The rest of the rooms do not. I mean, when you're here, why do you need a TV? You don't need a TV. But just in case, maybe there's some sports fans out there that you don't want to miss the game. There you go.
I mean, you know, how many people can just throw that in the corner of the room in their house?
Just not enough room. Now, actually, my parents, more or less my dad, has one of these with an old dictionary, just like this. I'm not gonna say just, but very similar to this. Look at the width of these doors. So they made the cover of Bluegrass Weddings. Look at that. That's nice. Okay, so I want to ask him what he knows about these steps. Maybe they were just moved there.
Come on, come on.
Oh, no, that was to get off the carriages and the horses.
There you go.
Oh, that's what that is.
Gosh.
Took me a second. Would definitely say so this is the old summer kitchen. When your event is in this little building, you are not far from a bathroom. You have to have a bathroom. Mrs. and Misters.
But that's cool. So they must not have very many. What do you say? They don't have any horses here?
Yeah, no horses right now. Only some cows, which we should run into somewhere. What's in here? Wow. Man, I really wish we would have brought the big camera. To take better pictures. Shout Me Straight. Henry was in here. Raven Core.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe.
Where are you seeing these?
Chris Come First. Wow. Do you hear that? Utter peacefulness. So during our walk, like birds are just like flying very low to us. There's like butterflies everywhere. It's a very peaceful walk through here. We have walked so far that we can't even see the house. Like, we're like in the middle of nowhere.
We can't see the house, any of the barns, and there were a bunch of them.
Yep. Don't hear, it's nothing, like no road noise, nothing but crickets and insects and birds. And just like that, the pavement ends. But like, well, now my curiosity is up. What is around this corner? So we hear the water right through here. We were hoping to be able to see the river, but unfortunately we have come to a stop. And we must now return back. He said, no, let's keep walking. It can't be much further. And I said, let's take the car.
It would have been so disappointing to have not walked the whole route. We were good 3/4 of the way there.
And now going back is mostly uphill, and it's in the blinding setting sun.
But it's only 84 degrees.
Woo! Oh my gosh, my eyes are burning. My eyes are burning. The salt from the sweat in my mascara is burning my eyes. So, we just came up the hill, which on camera does not look like a big hill, but it's quite an incline. And you get here, and I just want to yell, land! Land!
You mean flatland?
Oh, civilization and land. After our long walk, we are going to enjoy, or no, we're not. The cushions are not here. I gotta say we were going to sit on the porch up here, but let's take a look. See? Cushions are not out. We have those. We'll sit here. This is my friends. Okay, it took us 22 minutes. I know that, well, that says like 25, but we did take like a 2-minute.
00.94.
Oh,
24.
yeah, that is 24. Minus 2 minutes because we did stop in the shade by the tree for 2 minutes. So just a little over. Going down was probably, it was definitely more like a 17-minute walk, maybe 18. And then coming up was a little slower. But this, my friends, is relaxation right here. So they have a Keurig out for your use with some, oh my, I may have to try this black cherry berry herbal tea. Wow.
Got a glass coffee table too, so that's good. I thought you'd at least comment on this too.
They have a restroom here in the hallway in between the two kitchens. Original brick again. So I think we already mentioned that there's an event going on outside. And if that's the case, when you're here, don't worry. Look, we hear nothing. We open the door. And we can hear people. I'm gonna come back in. I'm going to shut the door. And we hear nothing.
No.
Not anything. Cannot, and the party is going on right over here because this is an event center. Like for weddings and reunions and stuff. Can't hear anything. Wow. Morning view from the bed. Which can be a wonderful thing when traveling, just depending on where you're staying. And this one was wonderful. The bed is comfortable. Tom went down and had breakfast this morning. I'm not a breakfast person. So he brought me up a couple bites of watermelon, a little, some type of little breakfast cake here. And I don't like hot tea. I like my tea to get cold. And brought up some black cherry berry tea, and this is yum yum. Now it's time to try a little breakfast. Lucky for us, the weather was amazing during our stay. So at one time there were many, many horses on the property. I just cannot get over the peacefulness.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because there's so many acres and it's just so peaceful.
Casual surveying geeks like me, it's fun to start thinking about this being 25,000 acres, and the piece that they have left is 625, which is conveniently 1/40th of the overall property. So those who know old surveying know those are nice, fun, round surveying numbers.
Actually did not notice the weather vane yesterday, because actually we never made it to the front porch, but it is of a horse carrying he's got like wagon wheels, carriage wheels on his back legs. Many brides have taken, and grooms have taken wedding pictures right here. I even saw one picture where they brought out one of the sofas from inside the house and put it right here, and all the bridesmaids were sitting on the sofa right here. Very unique picture.
I missed that one.
Ooh, that. So this barn somewhere in my frame, can't really see, is also on the property, and at some point will be another event venue here on the farm. So we didn't get to come in over here yesterday because there was an event going on. So we don't know if it, let's see. Oh, so let's take a look. Oh, this slides. Just a little peek at where you could have your reception. Or, oh my gosh, this is lovely. Or an indoor wedding. That is nice. Great place to have the drinks. Looks like they may have had that. Put a whole bunch of ice in here. And like drinks stay cold during your event. Tom just noticed like an old racetrack right here. Or at least like a practice racetrack. We have a greenhouse. Oh, they have some of their, look at that, already pre-done signs. Tell you where the ceremony is, where you park, the parking signs. now it is time for our review of our stay here. And to sum it up, we will be back. That's it.
Yep,
See ya.
yep. Don't need to know anything else.
But we will say more. So I loved the mattress. Very comfortable stay. And you?
The mattress isn't the first thing I would have talked about.
Well, it's just where my mind went. Like I was in the bedroom and then.
No, I've just, huge house, wonderful sitting areas. I went downstairs, had a couple cups of coffee, read a book this morning while she was still sleeping in the room. Not that the room wasn't big enough and had chairs, I could have done it there, but super comfortable place. What character, what a great quiet location.
First off, we're going to start off with our host, Jerry. Now, we booked this as an Airbnb, so that is how you find this place. Just look it up on Airbnb. Our host was an extremely gracious host. Pleasure to talk to. Even before we got here, I had a question as soon as I booked. Messaged him through Airbnb. And he had answered within 15 minutes. And it was, I'm pretty sure, about 11:15 at night when I did this. Anytime I had a question, any communication with him the day of, the morning of our check-in, to get our instructions of, where we need to go when we come, that type of thing, within 15 minutes again, he replied. So his time rate on communication, reply time, that's what I want. Reply time is superb.
Great guy, very informative. Spent plenty of time with us talking about the whole place here, showing us around, welcoming us to all the amenities, and that really made you feel good about the place. For a house this age, it's in really good shape, and it's so cool to be able to just stay in something like this.
Like at the beginning of this review, we will be back, and that says enough right there. We're telling friends, family, everyone. There's so many options here, and just again the peacefulness, the history of the house, and the land, the history of the land, that in itself. For us, like history buffs, that just like makes your skin tingle.
Yeah. But the cool thing is the owner obviously wants to do a really good job, is doing a really good job, and I expect this place will only get better with time.
Like that, it may be hard to get booked because in the house, the number of rooms are limited, so I can imagine that it won't take too long to where he's pretty well booked all the time. Yeah. So if you are ever in Central Kentucky, just coming through Central Kentucky, not quite, this may be out of your way. It's worth being out of your way.
Central Kentucky is out of everyone's
yes,
way.
It is. And oh my gosh, what a beautiful wedding venue that this property, or family reunion. Yeah, it's the place. It's the place.
Yeah,
we will definitely be back.
He did mention that they will rent out the entire house.
Yes, they would do the entire house.
Didn't ask how much, but you could put a bunch of darn people in here with that bunkhouse up in the 3rd floor and everything.
Yes, the bridesmaids suite, basically. It's a lot of people.
I think there's 7 beds up there.
Yeah, so... All right, well, Jerry, if you're watching, thank you so much for the gracious hospitality. And guys, until the next day.
One of the things I learned from Jerry this morning was that all of his barns out here, I think there's 11, have power and water. Something like that big one out there has a 400 amp service.
And the upper part of this barn is actually rented out. I don't know how much of it. I have to get the proper name. Is it a bunkhouse? What he's actually calling this. But this is actually, can be rented, for the night or whatever. On Airbnb also. I just have to find the proper name for that and how much of that top is the actual room or rooms. which means there's a bathroom up there. Look at this beautiful gate. So the gate was opened when we came in last night.